Jai Hind everyone. My name is Manoj Kumar, Assistant Professor in Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Our topic discussed is database management system. And database management system is subject, and 100 number topic is AKGEC syllabus. And typical topic is normalization. So what is normalization? Normalization basically contain the covered in topic this process which they allow the window out the redundancy of normalization. Normalization is normalization 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 is process decompose the tables. Normalization is a process. Normalization is a process decompose the tables. Basically normalization particularly a process decompose the number of tables. For example, tables is student and particular record and field. In this tables divided by the row and column, particular row and column, this name is atomic value is stored in the table. So decompose the tables. For example, table 1, table 2, table 1 and table 2. This process is also called the normalization. Decompose the master table, decompose the number of table 1 and table 2. This is known as normalization. Particularly use the normalization, reduce the redundancy of the table. First, reduce the redundancy of the table, and second thing, minimal optimization of the table. First is reduce the redundancy of the table. And second thing is minimize the optimization of table. Main basic use the redundancy of the table, and second minimization of the table. This is a basic use of the normalization. Yeah, advantage of normalization. Use of the normalization. Yeah, advantage of normalization. The normalization, redundancy of the tables and minimal optimization of the table. This called in minimum use of the null value. Second, minimum loss of information. Loss of information means table compose the others tables. So minimum loss of the table and minimum use of the null value and absence of the redundancy. Next, level of normalization. Normalization basically break the normalization is types of normalization. First normal form, second is second normal form, and third is third normal form, and last is fourth normal form. Types of normalization. Yeah, level of normalization. basically use the amount of redundancy of the tables and various level of normalization, or types of normalization. First is first normal form, and second types is second normal form, third is third normal form, and fourth is BCNF, was recorded in normal forms, and fourth normal form and fifth normal form, and domain key normal form is last normal form. Basic level of normalization. Use of the normalization. First, for discuss the normalization, पहला reduce the redundancy of the tables and number of tables. Normalization basically break the number of tables. So number of tables and complexity of table. The direction, and the first normal form reduce the redundancy of the tables, the direction top to bottom, and number of tables, break the number of tables and bottom to top, and complexity of the tables, maximum complexity of the tables in first normal form, and minimum complexity of the table are fifth normal form. The direction of the normal form, this is known as the level of normalization, are also called the types of normalization. And level of normalization, particular structure of the normalization. First normal form, first level normal form is first normal form, and second normal form of this second level, and third normal form is third level, and fourth normal form is fourth level, and fifth normal form is fifth level. And subset of the normal form. For first normal form, subset of second normal form, and first normal form, subset of third normal form, first normal form, subset of fourth normal form, and first normal form, the subset of the fifth normal form, the subset of the normalization. First normal form, first level of normalization, or first types of normalization. First normal form. First normal form, basically the tables consider to be the first normal form. All the fields contains only the atomic value या scalar value of the particular cell या domain. For example, in this tables first column name is ISBN, second table's name is title name and author name, author phone number, publisher name, publisher phone number, and price. This table name is the author and publisher in the column of the not scalar. So particular first column a particular atomic value, and atomic value, and atomic value. This is a first normal form. And author name, author phone number, this is a not atomic value, a first value and the second value. This is known as also multi-value attributes, also known as multi-value attributes. Multi-value attributes are derived attributes, are derived attributes, and other name is also multi-value attributes, all derived attributes, and not a first normal form. It is used the multi-value attributes. This is known as not a first normal form. So first normal form, by use the first normal form, you use the first normal form, multi-value attributes not present in the tables, also called the first normal form. For example, a student table. For example, a student table. A student table. A student table. First column attributes is name, a student name. Second column attributes name is a student roll number, and third column attributes name is course. First name is A, B, C, and second name is X, Y, Z, and roll number 001 and second roll number 002 corresponding the name, and course name is OS operating system and database management system, and second CO computer organization, and third is C++. This atomic value is multi-value attributes. This value is multi-value attributes. Multi-value attributes. Also break the tables in a first normal form. Also break the table first normal form. Table names or relation name are a student, and column attributes are same, a student name, roll number, and course name is A, B, C, and roll number 001, and course name is OS. Again name is A, B, C, and roll number is 001, and course name is DBMS database management system, and second name is XYZ, roll number is 002, and course name is CO. Next roll number XYZ 002, course name is C programming. This normalization is a first normal form. This table is first normal form. This row and column set atomic value. This atomic value या scalar value. This atomic value या scalar value. Every cell stored in the database are atomic value या scalar value. This is known as first normal form. This is known as first normal form. Second type is second normal form. Second normal form basically based on the functional dependency. Functional dependency. It is a use the normalization as a tool. It is use a normalization as a tool. For first discuss the functional dependency. Functional dependency, definition of functional dependency: if one set of attributes in a table determine the other set of attributes of the table of second set of attributes is said to be the functionally dependent on the first set of attributes. For example, functional dependency, any relation R, any relation or table R and two attributes X and Y, so X functionally determined by the Y, so this is known as functional dependence. Functional dependency means X determined by Y. This is known as function X is a determinant and y is determined. This is known as functional dependency. This is known as functional dependency. So one set of attributes means, for example, one set of attributes is x in the tables, any table, and set of attributes x and y. So one set of attributes x and any tables relation determine the other set of attributes. Other set of attributes are y, x, any table of set of attributes, and other set of attributes y in the table, in these tables. Then the second attributes is said to be second attributes, means y is a second attributes and x is a first attributes. So second attributes should be functionally dependent. Second set of attributes y is functionally depend on the first attributes of x. So y functionally dependent of x attributes. This is known as functional dependency. This is known as functional dependency. Functional dependency, for example, in this table, first example and second example, publisher ID, publisher name. So tables schema structure, publisher name, publisher ID, publisher phone number, functionally determined by the publisher ID and publisher ID, functionally determined by the publisher phone number, determined by the publisher ID, publisher ID. Any other example? Publisher ID functionally determined by the more than one attributes, publisher name, publisher phone number, and publisher phone number, publisher name also determined by the publisher ID. This is known as functional dependency. Functional dependency example: functional dependency database track the view of the papers the published submitted by the academic conference, the prospective authors, the submission of papers. For example, just status pending the acceptance and rejectance of the author's name. Second normal form basically depend upon the functional dependency. Second normal form basically depend upon the functional dependency used as a tool of functional dependency. X functional dependency of y is second normal form. It is used as a tool for functional dependency. So second normal form is the first condition is must the first normal form also the second normal form first contains the table or database must be first normal form. All non-key attributes must be functionally dependent of the entire primary key. Prime attributes and non-prime attributes. So second normal form, in example, is title name, publisher ID, publisher price, and publisher address. So key is a key means candidate key. candidate key is a title name, publisher ID, and author ID is a key. Publisher title name, publisher ID, author ID. It is a candidate key, and publisher title name, publisher ID, and author ID determined by the price of the books. It is known as the second normal form, and other author ID determined by the author address is a second normal form. Author address does not belongs to key. Also the functional dependency and the author which will belong to author address does not belongs to candidate key. It is not a second normal form. It is not a second normal form. And second normal form, other example, the candidate key is city, state, house number. City, state, and house number determined by the house color. It is a second normal form. And city determined by the city and population is second normal form. In other example, not a second normal form. Candidate key is a studio and movie. Studio, movie is a budget, a second normal form, and studio not a second normal form. It is not a second normal form. Second normal form, decomposition. Convert the second normal form. Second normal form structure is title name, publisher ID, publisher price, and address. A structure of the table, and second structure of the table, title name, publisher ID, and author name, price. And third publisher author name, address, and author ID. Next, third normal form. Third types normal form. Third normal forms. In this normal form, first condition must be first normal form. Second condition is also must be second normal form, and third normal form, the table should a second normal form. No attributes a transitive dependency. First condition is no attributes. No attribute is transitive dependency. Dependency on the primary key. Does not hold the transitive dependency. For example, transitive dependency. Any example, transitive dependency. Transitive dependency is any example R, relation name R, X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z are relation tables name, and X determined by Y, Z, and X not a key, non-prime attributes. X is non-prime attributes, this is known as transitive dependency. And Y and Z also prime attributes, this is known as transitive dependency. BCNF, for example, R, relation name R, X, Y and Z, R, X and Y and Z, X determined by Y, Y also a part of key R, candidate key, yeah, also part of key also is called candidate key. So this functional dependency are BCNF or X equal to super key, Decomposition, loss of the information, decomposition of tables, also the tables, decomposition of tables is called normalization. This normalization, first lossless decomposition, and second decomposition is called lossy decomposition. First lossless decomposition, second decomposition is lossy decomposition. Lossless decomposition, data should not be lost, and lossy decomposition, data should be lost. This is also called the lossy decomposition and lossless decomposition. Lossless decomposition. Next normalization is fourth normal form. Fourth normal form is the multi-value functional dependency. Use the fourth normal form. Multi-value functional dependency, use the fourth normal form. Multi-value functional dependency are two types. First, trivial functional dependency and non-trivial functional dependency. Multi-value functional dependency is the two types. First is trivial multi-value functional dependency, and second is non-trivial multi-value functional dependency. The trivial multi-value functional dependency, trivial multi-value functional dependency example, for example, X, Y and Z are relation names या tables name. X multi-value functional dependency determined by the X multi-value functional dependency determined by the Y, or Y subset of X. This condition must be trivial functional dependency, and second condition is X multi-value functional dependency determined by X, Y or XY does not belongs to X. This condition must be non-trivial functional dependency. Any functional dependency, trivial multi-value functional dependency, also called a fourth normal form. Multi-value functional dependency, trivial type multi-value functional dependency, also called fourth normal form. For example, fourth normal form, table structure is manager first attributes and child second attributes, employee fourth attributes, and new schema manager and child and manager employee. So employee first attributes is employee name, employee underscore name, and second name is employee ID, and third name is employee address. Employee name, employee underscore name, multi-value functional dependency determined by the employee ID and employee address. This is called a fourth normal form. Fourth normal form for employee and skill for foreign language, employee and skill, employee and foreign language. This types multi-value functional dependency is a fourth normal form. This type multi-value functional dependency are fourth normal form. This type multi-value functional dependency is a fourth normal form. Atomic attributes are employee 1, 2, 4, 3, and next 1, 4, 5, 3, next 4, 5, 3, and next 2, 3, 4, 5. This employee determined by the skill of the employee. For example, cooking, and next is cooking, and this is next is cooking. So employee multi-value functional dependency determined by employee multi-value functional dependency determined by the skill. This is also called the fourth normal form. And employee multi-value functional dependency determined by the language is also called the fourth normal form. Thank you.